Hey foodies, welcome back. Today in the kitchen I'll be sharing a recipe for fish head soup. This one is going to be absolutely amazing, so let's get started. Alright guys, now let's take a quick look at our ingredients. Here I have my ground provisions, which are plantains, eddo root, I have sweet potatoes, cassava. Here I have my fish head, well seasoned, and I'll share the process in a minute. I have my fresh aromatics, which are onions, bell pepper, celery, garlic. I also have some carrots at the bottom, and my pumpkin, okra, my fresh herbs, habanero peppers. For the seasoning, I have mushroom seasoning, bouillon, black pepper, seasoned salt, and some complete seasoning. So the first thing you want to do is wash your fish thoroughly with any type of citrus. Then we'll go ahead and season it. Not because it's fish head, I mean you can't season it. You can season fish head. So here I have some fish seasoning. I have Old Bay, black pepper, and I added some fresh green seasoning to that. Then I will go ahead and just coat my fish nicely with the seasonings. Now this fish head comes from when I buy fish. I don't like the tail part or the head part in my stews or my curries. So I just save them to make fish broth or soups. So that's what I'm doing today, making a fish head soup with the remaining fish that was left. Once that's done, cover and let it sit. Then to a pot, I added some oil, and in goes my aromatics, my herbs, my carrots. Give it a stir and let that saute for about 2 to 3 minutes or so. Next, in goes our ground provisions, and we will add our pumpkin. Now, some people might be wondering, why is the pumpkin so big? That's because I will remove it once it's softened up, and I will blend the pumpkin. That will add natural color and sweetness to the soup, which is very delicious. So once that is mixed in, we will add some hot water, and then we'll add our seasoning. We will cover this and let it simmer until, the provisions are nice and tender. Now let's prepare a simple dumpling. Here I have some flour and cornmeal, and to that I will add some sugar, salt, and baking powder. You want to mix that well to combine, and then we will add some water a little at a time until we form a nice soft dough. Everyone makes dumplings different. This is my version. You could either try it or go with what you prefer. Once you're done, this is the texture we are looking for. We'll go ahead and cover this and let it sit until we are ready for it later. Now let's check on our pumpkin. It is nice and tender, so I'll remove it. And like I said, I will blend this to a nice smooth puree. We will add it back into the soup, and it will create a delicious natural color and sweetness. Sometimes we need to balance things out with a little bit of sweetness. I hate anything that's too savory or too sweet. So what I like to do is add a pinch of sugar or whatever to my super savory dishes, or I add a pinch of salt to my sweet desserts, and you create balance there. So this is the soup. Everything is nice and tender. We will now go ahead and add our fish in here. You want to add it in, and then we will, just cover and allow this to simmer for about 10 minutes or so, allowing the fish to cook through thoroughly. So after about 10 minutes of the fish cooking, we'll now go ahead and add our dumplings in here, and then we'll follow up with our okra. You don't want to cook the okra until it turns to mush. So you want to add it in the last 8 to 10 minutes. So we'll add it in now, and then I did taste the pot and it felt like it needed some more seasoning, so I went ahead and added a bit more seasoning, and that was it. Give it a stir and allow it to simmer for about 8 to 10 minutes, and we'll be ready to serve. So this is the soup when it was all done. It smells and looks absolutely divine. Now let me plate it up and show you guys the finished product. Here you have it, my version of fish head soup. Give the recipe a try for me and let me know what you guys think. I will leave all my ingredients and measurements down in the description box, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your support, and as always, enjoy.